Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Intuitive Millionaire Coach Show. My name is Ann Deidre, and this is my husband, Dean.
Hello.
And we're welcoming back my wonderful TV coaching client, Dana DaCosta. We've been coaching for a number of weeks now, and we've moved through. Well, Dana, I'll probably let you talk in your own words about what's been happening over the past few weeks. Just many new exciting things and breakthroughs and wonderful new beginnings. And I just want to make sure I say my prayer before I channel anything. So right off to start, I'm going to call on your higher divine self, my higher divine self. I'm going to invite the masters of light to be with us. I'm going to ask for the highest good to come through, highest investment you can ever imagine. Thank you, our protected space. Thank you. I'm a clear and pure channel today for Dana while we share. Thank you, God. Amen. Hey, Dana, well, welcome back to the show, and please let everyone know about some of the exciting news that you've had over the past few weeks.
Thank you, Ann. It's good to be back. There's a lot going on. I kind of feel wiped out from it today. I think I've overscheduled myself, but before I got on that road, I applied for a job, got hired on the spot. Got a call the very next day that they've increased my starting salary because they really want me to like working there. I got certified to teach Reiki over the weekend. I started another class called the Passion Class, which is really opening my eyes to a lot of different things about my passions. And I just can't believe tonight is my first workshop I'm having, a Course in Miracles held at the center in East Bridgewater. And it just seems like everything's happening so quickly now that I've opened myself up to it. It's happening.
It is.
Very exciting. I do need a day off, I feel like, but
Yeah.
I'm very happy that everything is happening the way it is.
Oh, congratulations. Gosh, we really, it's a great time for celebration, and that's exactly, the flurry of energy and whirlwind kind of activity. Since we've been coaching now 5 weeks, for those of us who are just tuning in now and haven't been following the show, Dana, would you agree that you felt somewhat stuck in areas of your life, like you had an idea, but can you describe for everyone how you, if you can remember how you felt about 5 weeks ago when we first started talking?
It seems like a lifetime ago, honestly. I did feel stuck. I wasn't sure in what direction to go in. I had a lot of things holding me back within myself, and it helped me realize that a lot of different things, but you helped me realize that I can achieve my dreams, and I just need to open up to it, allow it, and release a lot of things that were holding me back, and it's happening, and I am grateful.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
But yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, sometimes it's overwhelming to me too to realize how far I've come in really relatively such a short period of time. I'd say I wrote my book 7 years ago, and then really for the past 5 years since I've had my official business, my website. That's not really a long period of time to, now I'm speaking in front of 100 people. They're turning away people at the door to sit and hear me speak. If you had known me 10 years ago, we both would have said, that's really funny. That sounds like a pie in the sky kind of dream. But what I love to help people with, and what I've discovered for myself, is that what it really boils down to is that the core message that we're here to share. Now, life purpose is unfolding for everyone in every moment, and as well as myself, I don't consider myself to have arrived by any means. I mean, it was really just several short months ago that Dean and I were driving around in Vermont, and we usually things come to me intuitively, especially when I'm happy and just kind of like taking a Sunday drive. So I really recommend to people, Dana especially right now, take a break and regroup, recreate. You're not, the world won't stop because you take a day off. But that's really when these things come to me out of the blue. And I heard, some call a television, and and Joe, our producer here, I called, and everything was just so wonderful. And this TV station has been so fantastic. It just came to me to do that, and it wasn't anything. I'd been a guest here and enjoyed my experience very much, but hosting my own show is not something that I really thought that I would even be able to do. So, every year and every moment, every month, every day, there's just these little things that can come to us. So, Dana, again, congratulations. You've got that same flow, and it's going to be up to you, I'm hearing, to navigate the flow. I don't believe Spirit and your team and your higher self want you to get exhausted, and know that you can take some time off to, reprioritize. Nothing ever goes away. That's another thing. I'm moving into my business more full time, and I realized, with 100 emails that I really need to look through and spend some time with, and connecting with my list. You've been on my list for a number of years, right? My email list.
I have.
And you probably noticed I haven't sent one out in a few months. But these are the little things when, because I was working pretty much a full-time job, 4 days a week, 7 to 3, and taking one day off to coach it with clients, and then coming home after my day job and then coaching on the phone. It's amazing how much of my own business has gotten away from myself.
Yeah.
You see, I'm maintaining it, but I haven't been doing anything really extra. So I guess before we, get into what we're going to talk about today, which is writing a self-help article, know that, this workshop you're doing is just the beginning, and more ideas are going to flow to you. I guess that's what I was starting off saying. It's like my core message that I've developed, I didn't know 5 years ago even that it was intuition or life purpose, but slowly but surely I've been able to narrow down and focus about what is the main theme out of everything that I do, whether I'm painting, whether I'm writing, whether I'm speaking, whether I'm reading for someone. It's all using my intuition. Voila, intuitive millionaire coach is born. So that's what I like helping people figure out, what their primary message is. Okay, and from that, you can create a business for yourself, everything. The sky's the limit once you really figure out what your main message is. So this is a great segue, because we're going to start talking about some of your primary messages. And again, this is just the beginning. Once the floodgates get open, you're going to, realize how much you really have to say, and the different places where you can offer your expertise. Again, we'll talk about meetups, or, I'm going to help you write an article today, but understand I still give speeches to people about and the information that I talk about comes from the very first article that I ever wrote. I think it was 4 years ago now, called 6 Ways to Access Your Intuition. I managed to incorporate that one article I wrote 4 years ago just about every time I speak, because it's still valid. It's like classic information. So understand, when you write a self-help article, you can go to the next expo. I met you at an expo. There's no reason, Dana, why you can't go and do readings and say, I'm going to offer a free seminar based on this article that I'm going to help you create today. You see?
Exciting, yeah. Exciting.
I was not an expert per se, but now, step by step, writing about what I know, and then being published in magazines about it. Like I said, I don't have a PhD in writing, but I'm a published writer. Mm-hmm. So we'll help you get published today. I'm really excited to dive into this. You ready to go?
I am ready. Thank you.
Okay. You got some pen and paper to take some notes?
I do.
Good. Okay. So we went through this article writing exercise a few weeks ago, and we were going through, we got in the nutshell, and some different things came up to give you some ideas for some workshops and whatnot. And then we were going to kind of buckle down and actually write an article today. Okay, now have you ever written a self-help article?
No, I have not.
Okay, and so you've done writing, you've done journal writing, what kind of writing have you done?
I've done a lot of creative writing. I've done writing for school and in college, but I've never written any articles. I I did write a story when I was in school, a
Mm.
scary story.
Good.
That's the only story I ever wrote.
Okay. Well, I sent you the link so that you could read a few of my articles to get an idea of the formula. So you did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody that's
Did my
listening,
homework, yep.
yep, good. And for anybody that's listening, if you want to view some of the articles that I've written, I have a lot more that I haven't published on one of my websites. A place where you can find some of my published articles are www.innervisionsgallery.com, and you click on articles. And some of my published articles are there, as well as if you go on e-zine articles, and pretty sure it's under Ann Deidre Smith, expert author. I was given the title of expert author from e-zine articles on the internet. You can see a wealth of articles that I published there as well. And I'm going to let you know other article directories where you can publish your articles, Dana. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk with you first about what I call the formula. I kind of named this myself. And I gave the example to my first article was 6 ways to access your intuition. After realizing my intuition was so helpful, I knew I could write about my process. And I write, what do you know how to do? Ask your highest angels and write down 4 titles or topics. And so I've got the 4 that you wrote down here, and today I want to go over probably 1 or 2 of them, depending on how long we take with this first one. Okay? All right. So I like this one. So you wrote, when you consulted your highest angels and write down what you thought you might want to write about, you said how to care for your chakras, which is great. Actually, I'm going to have you read that so I can read your energy and pick up more information. So go ahead and read number 1, the title, and then what you said underneath it.
Okay. How to care for your chakras. I love information about healing chakras, and there is so much in so many different forms. I would love to encompass it into one all-informative place.
Okay. It almost sounds like a book. Hint, hint.
I know, I was thinking that too while I was reading. I'm like, I can't do an article on that.
You can,
yeah,
and then you
right.
can write a book about it too. Yep. Okay. Remember, sky's the limit here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is think about, let's see, I'm seeing how to care for your chakras. That's your title. Let me reread this so I can integrate this into my energy field too. Hold on. I love information about it.
Okay. I just thought of something too.
Oh, good. Okay, what did you think of so I can...
I thought of maybe how to have a daily practice on caring for your chakras, something brief, concise, so that you can implement into your